Alright, ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. I've gotten up to the main AFK platform here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Soap the Great, and I'm playing on the TooCrafty server once again. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you are doing well. Today we are back in the Guardian Farm. Of course, we've been in the Guardian Farm for quite some time. And hopefully you are not getting tired of it. And hopefully, well, I've been trying to record some other stuff and kind of alternate the episodes going back and forth. So it may take a while to get the Guardian Farm finished, but hopefully I don't bore you with just Guardian Farm all the time. So in our last episode, we filled in the water, both for the collection area to scoot all of the Guardians down into here, into this chamber, and also the spawn tank. We put in the water columns there and then covered it over with a ceiling. And yeah, so we actually have a working Guardian Farm. Now, I didn't show you the overall problems that we were having when I was putting on that roof, and I got kicked who knows how many times. It's due to, one, the design choice of stained glass right there, but also the Guardians themselves cause a lot of lag in terms of their processing. And yeah, I got kicked who knows how many times because my internet is just not the greatest. So so we had some issues. You know what? We might need one of those blocks. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, we need those. So, and I can. What do we got? We got feather falling. Yeah, good. Okay, so those are good boots. So what I've done, just to show you, I've got my camera account. He's got the skeleton farm loaded up, and I've minimized the number of spawns we're going to get over here. So we're not dealing with a mob cap full of guardians. We're still getting some, but not the full mob cap. So we're not dealing with their pathing AI, which is a good thing. So let's put away some of those bricks. How about that? And we'll come down here. So what we're going to do today is we've got all those items in the droppers, and they've just been collecting. Not too much, mind you, but I mean we've got a decent amount, but it's certainly not very convenient for the fellow members of TooCrafty, or for me, for that matter. So I really don't want everyone to have to come in and check each dropper to see, oh, well, let me get the shards. I want to kind of aggregate all of the items. Oh, lost it. Oh, of course I would, because I have a full inventory. So let's pull that, and just not to, I don't want to lose these. So what we're going to do today is work on the item elevators that are going to carry the items to our storage area, which is going to be way up in the sky. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to have an ice stream right here. We'll have water on it, and these droppers, we're going to have some comparator clocks on each of them, shooting the items really quickly into the water streams. And one is going to go this way, and one is going to go this way. So the tower for this is going to be over here. The tower for this one is going to be off to that side. Now, the other thing here is that usually, I like to build on an odd based build. Okay, so like there's a distinct center block, like 3x3, 5x5, a 37 diameter circle, like the lighthouse. Or you're familiar with that. I've shown you that numerous times, right? And the problem here is that we don't have a center block. It's a center line or a point. This whole structure is 58 by 58, while the outer part is 60 by 60. And you can see the center is actually a 2 wide area. So we're on an even based build. I want you to tell me, which do you prefer, even or odd based builds? for yourself? Do you prefer doing one or the other? I would love to know. And so let's put that here. So we're not going to have any problems there. We'll just have to come in. The other thing, let's take our potions, because we're going to have to go out in the water for a bit. So let's put on night vision and water breathing, and then we'll just cover those two, and then we'll start. We'll keep the dark prismarine. So the other issue, one, I'm out of my comfort zone as far as an even-based build. I'm also going to be introducing asymmetry. Okay, because we're not on a center, and item elevators require a center block. We're going to have to build with somewhat of an asymmetric item elevator. Okay, so we'll go like this, and we're going to be getting pulled like so. And then we'll just bring some more packed ice. Not like that. Alright, and where should this go? I mean, how far out should I take this? I think that's probably good. No, you know what? We want a tower, a nice looking tower to go around this. So we may have to block off the beacon beams here. That's fine. We don't really need them. So we're gonna do. We'll come out 1, 2, and then dogleg the thing, because you know we have to dogleg, and that's why it's got to be asymmetric. So the tower is actually going to end up being over there, and the one for that's going to be over there. So they'll be off center slightly on both sides of the center line of the farm. And yeah, so it's going to be asymmetric, but it's going to be kind of balanced asymmetry, if that makes sense. Yeah. So anyway, what we need to do now is just pop to the side. So the water streams are going to carry the items here. They're going to hit the side. Let's grab that thing back. And then what we want to do, maybe right here, is put the items all together. So they're going to be dropping out one by one, and what we need to do is get them to go kind of as a stack. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. We'll need that, and then let's do this and figure out where this other one's going to be going, like so. Okay, you see that? And then we're going to have the dark prismarine on this side. So we'll keep with the design we've got so far. That's going to be problematic, but we'll get that covered up. That's, you know, not too much of a problem there. So we'll do this and this, and it'll be back to the dark prismarine. So these are a lot of the design decisions. I have not designed this in creative yet, so you're getting like current thought process from Soap here. And what we need now is another packed ice right here, and we'll put a fence right there, and then we're done with the packed ice as far as this is concerned. We got 1, 2, 3. We'll need one more fence, and we can just put that right there and then work around it there. Alright, so we'll also need glass, right? That's how these elevators go. So there's a transparent block, and then you get solid blocks all the way around. Let's get that here. And yeah, so if it seems kind of awkward, it's because I have not done any design of this in creative. So you're getting like current thought process, and I hope it's not too boring. No, we don't need you there. And alright, So there we go, and that's the start of the item elevator. And what I'm going to do is now carry glass all the way up, and we're going to go to level 170. Alright, so let's just go up to surface, sea level right here. How many is that? We're at 42 on the bottom. Oh, I keep missing. Yeah. And if you haven't seen these item elevators before, I can't remember when they were first discovered, but they've been around for a while. It's my favorite because it is fairly redstoneless. Now, you still have to do a dropper to turn any stored items into flowing items. So that's the one downside. There is a clock still involved, and there's really no getting around that. So if you want to use hoppers to collect items, then you're still going to have to use a dropper and comparator clock to shoot them into some sort of a water stream. But yeah, so you kind of see what I'm doing, and so that I don't take up my time just putting a bunch of glass here. You know, do I want it right there? What's that going to give me? I'm going to do a tower that is... We could go into that wall a little bit. Or maybe that's not the center. Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm going to do a little bit of thinking off camera to figure out exactly where this should go. It might be that I move this whole contraption out, so I'd have to remove some glass. So what I want to do is I want a 7 diameter circle ultimately as the tower. Now the inner part is just going to be a 3x3 square of glass going up to 170, but then we'll come in and do a little facade around it, and I want the facade to not be touching the leaves right there. So I might have to move that, because right now that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to move it out 1. Oh, that's not too bad. So let me take care of that off camera, and then I'll get this tower built as well, so you can see kind of what we're doing as far as that's concerned. Then we'll come back and get the redstone, okay? So I will see you in just a little bit. Alright, real quick progress update. So I've figured out how far out this needs to go, and I had to move it out 2. So we're going to have, what, 1, 2, and then let's get a block that I don't really care about. So it's 1, 2, and then 1, 2 right there. So 3 on each side, and that gives us a 7 diameter circle. So that's what I want, and this is where it's going to go. We've got 1 block between the tower and the leaf wall, and I'm going to do that on the other side as well. But let me get this one done, and I'll be back with you to do some redstone. Alright? Don't you just love the rain in Minecraft? So useful. Anyway, we're here up at y equals 170, and I've got a little bit of a topper on the item elevator. For now, this is not going to be the final. It's just something to collect the items as we get the redstone going. It's just a hopper chain. There's one there and one under that block going into a chest. Pretty simple. And I've also got a little dirt elevator right here, and we're just gonna pop down. And what I need to do is put ladders all the way up, but yeah, I will do that off camera, and when we come back I will get going on the redstone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I have put in water to do the water stream across the packed ice, and now what we're going to do is just a quick hopper clock. I'm going to show you how I put this together. So we're going to take a signal out. Let's get it in the correct... There we go. So that says, hey, there are items in here, and of course it's pretty simple to see. And you can tell I'm putting all of this stuff on nether brick, because nether brick is not affected by the haste 2 and efficiency 5, and it's a clear indicator for me. It's just what I happen to put redstone on. So you might be used to that by now, and you might not. So we're going to increase the signal strength just in case there's only one item in there. We want to make sure we still have enough juice to send that item on through. And let's see, we're going to maybe take this way. Okay, so I've set this comparator into subtract mode, and then we're just going to wrap some redstone around like that, and you see that it's pulsing. That's our clock. And then what we're going to do is come on up. We want to make sure we don't interfere with that comparator. So we're just going to, well, that one's gone. For consistency's sake, we'll do that. And up here, like so, and then some dust. We're going to carry that signal. You see it's pulsing right there. And one more, and one more. We should see items start flowing out. They might get bunched up there, but I'm going to put a layer of glass up top, and that'll make sure that all those items stay inside. Okay, so what we should be able to see is when we go up the ladder, we should see that all of those items are up there. So let's head on up. Let me just get rid of all my redstone-y items here. Let's see about throwing that in there. Okay, come on, hurry. Let's head on up. I will meet you up there because it is a rather long climb. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, moment of truth. I've gotten up to the main AFK platform here. You know what? I didn't take counts. Hopefully that's all. But yeah, what I'm going to do is just make sure that we are getting all the items off camera. And if we are, then I'm going to copy that whole redstone circuit across all the droppers down there. And this structure right here, the item elevator, we're going to do another one over on that side. But again, this one right here is to the, what is this direction? To the south of the center line. The other item elevator tower is going to be to the north of center line. And yeah, so we'll have, again, balanced symmetry or asymmetry. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, so I will bring you back once I've gotten all of that done, and then we will call this episode complete. All right, see you in just a moment for you, and a little bit of time for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the lag machine, known as the Guardian Farm. I have gotten both sides of the item elevators done, so you can see all of the redstone over here. And this item elevator is going that direction, while the other side is going that direction. And it's kind of hard to see how all of that works in one spot down here, so we'll just run across to the other side real quick. With the frames dropping, oh my, wow. Yeah, this is just bad. I think once I get this done, I'm probably not going to do much recording over here because of the frame drop. But yeah, there we go. That's the other side. So we've got the glass tower, and it's going. And we've got drops. And so what I'm going to do, take a look at my inventory. I am going to go up to the top, and I'm going to hang out up there, move all the existing items into chests. And then I'm going to do the 1 hour test, but I will relay the results of that test to you in the next episode that we are here. And I don't promise that we will be here next time. I am trying to work in some other content on the TooCrafty server here and there, so we'll see. We'll see where the next one manages to fall in. But I've had a stroke of inspiration, and I was going to work on the sorting and storage system, but then I determined, you know what, we need to do some work on the overall design before we get to that point. So that's what we're going to do next time we're here at the Guardian Farm is some design work, and I think you'll be pleased. I've got what looks to be a simple design, but I do need to do some materials collection. So I'm going to get ready for that off camera, and I will also relay the results of the 1 hour item test. So that's pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to what the results may have. But until then, hopefully you are enjoying this mini series on the Guardian Farm. I might, I hesitate to say this. I might put a straw poll up about a couple of things. One is the resource pack. I am going to finish out the series with the Faithful 32 resource pack, but I may put up a straw poll about whether I should continue doing that. Also, what happens if I get moved early and I have videos waiting in the wings to get to you? Do you want to try and speed them up and maybe have them come out maybe a couple every week? You know what? I'm going to do a straw poll for that as well. I'm going to have 2 straw polls in the description box below with those 2 questions. Do you like the resource pack? And should I speed up the episodes if I happen to get moved early and quickly? So, anyway, take a look in the description box below, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.